All right, welcome everybody. We're going to do a special movement practice, movement and awareness practice today, working with a stone. This is a very nourishing practice if you've been stressed at all, but very, very relaxing. And it's working with this concept of orbiting and finding your center and calming yourself when there's a lot of pushing and pulling in your life. All right. And this is also really helpful for shoulders. So if you have a frozen shoulder or shoulder injury or restriction in your shoulder, this lesson will be really gentle and you can expand on it to help your range of motion. So we're going to work on the floor, and you might need a folded towel under your head to make it so your head and your forehead and your chin are level. All right. I won't be using one, but feel free to put a folded towel under your head. This lesson is really nice lying down. So if you don't want to be on the floor, you could certainly do this on your bed. And let's head down to the floor. Okay, so lie on your back with your knees bent. You won't need to look at the screen here, so don't worry about that. And just rest. Just rest with your knees bent. Don't hold the rock just yet. And normally I do a little warm up before most of my lessons, but today's lesson is kind of like a warm up. So we're going to just start though by rubbing your hands, breathing. And then just stroke lightly your face and your hair, your head. And this whole series that this lesson is inspired by is working with the moon and working with this idea of a body or a weight outside of you and the feeling of the pull of it, but also finding your center, finding where your head is, finding your core. So stroke your body a little bit with your hands to find the skin and bones. All right, and breathing and just settling into the ground. And now take the rock with your right hand, and you're going to want a rock that's not too heavy, something you can hold in your hand. If you don't have a rock, you can use some kind of weight, like an apple or an orange or, something roundish would be nice. But a rock is better because it's more dense and it really gives us this feeling of a little mini moon. So take your rock, bend your elbow so the rock's toward the ceiling, and then lift the rock so it's a little bit in front of your chest toward the ceiling, and then take your other hand, your left hand, on the rock, but then slide down and hold your wrist so that your left hand is gripped around the right wrist, really the forearm part of the right wrist. Yeah. And then bend your elbows a little more so the rock comes closer toward your chest. Yeah. And then we're going to begin to take the back of your right hand and make little circles on your left cheek with the back of the right hand, using your left hand to help make these circles, and let the weight of the right hand rest. You can turn your head to the right a little bit as you make these circles on your cheekbone, and then work around your temple, little circles, and relax your legs a little as they're standing bent. Try to relax in your legs as you make these circles around your forehead now, working along your face with the back of your hand. I'm just going in one direction right now with my circles. And then slowly turn your head a little to the left so you can take your hand, the back of the right hand, in circles on the temple, on the right cheek now. And you can move your head a little back to the middle as you're on the right cheek, near the nose, even around the eye, the orbit of the eye, and down by the side of your mouth, and a little by your ear, and then coming back. And as we come back, let's reverse the circle. Breathing. See if you can relax your weight of your head and working toward the left now, the left temple and the left cheek. Don't turn your head too much that it strains anything. Just be gentle. And now go around your mouth gently. There's a lot of weight in that rock, so don't make it too vigorous. Your circle goes slower around the mouth. And you be careful with your nose. All right. And then let's rest. Bring your arm down the rock, let go of the rock. Stretch out if you like, or you can put something under your knees if you need that. And just rest on your back. This is like it's Annie's moon facial, where you have this mini moon with the rock and you just let your face feel that connection with the weight of that rock and the back of your hand. Just roll your head just a little bit. All right, let's try that now with the left hand. So take your left hand, hold the rock, bring the rock above your chest, and then take the right hand. You can kind of take the other side of the rock with the right hand, slide it down so you're holding the wrist area of the left arm, where just below the wrist, right? So you're holding the bones of the forearm a little bit. All right, and now let's gently bring the rock to your face. Let's say to the left side of the face first, and make some little circles. So your face is turned a little to the right, and with the back of the hand, make these little circles. Now we've already done this on one side, so you know a little bit what we're doing, but let's go deeper with your awareness and slower. So there's a tendency, we know something, we kind of want to go faster, but with awareness practices, you want to actually go slower. All right. So you had a little time to warm up with your right hand, but now let's go slower. And as you go slower, can you relax the back of your skull so that as you move the circle on the cheek, can you feel through to the back of your head on the floor? And then moving the back of your hand, move the rock so that you're going around your eye and your temple and different parts of your face now, but slowly, slow it down. And the thing about patience and moving slowly is you need to give yourself some time to slow down. We expect ourselves like, oh, I should be able to go slow right away. No, let yourself move a little quicker at the beginning and then see if it's easier now for the circles to go slower. Yeah, I think about a cat, how they use their paw like this, yeah, to clean their face, to wash their face. So turn your head a little to the left now and feel the weight. Can you relax the fingers of the left hand so they're not gripping the stone very much at all, but you can let the hand relax more and go slower. Breathing, working the right side circles around the right side of your face, near the ear. Don't strain your neck or head by rolling your head too far to one side. And coming around now and finding slowly the left cheek again, and then very slowly around the mouth and the chin and the lips, very slowly. A lot of tension in that area. Maybe not for you. but for many people, this is a big part of our self-expression. Now reverse the circle, go around the lips and the teeth, the nose, very gently. It's like you're washing the tension away with the back of your hand. All right, and then let's rest. Put the stone down. You can lengthen your legs. Feel the contact. And roll your head. Yeah, let's rub your hands for a minute. And stroke your head now. Feel the difference in your face. Yeah, should be warmer. All that circulation. But does it feel softer? And then stroke down your neck and chest and to the tops of your legs a little bit. And then rest. Wonderful little practice to do to connect and really clear the tension in your face. Yeah, clear the tension in your head. All right, let's bend your knees again. Take the rock with the right hand. The left hand is holding the right wrist. And now begin to make some circles with the stone, using the left hand to guide. And then make the circles so that the stone comes sort of close to your face and then toward the ceiling. And then maybe you can brush the side of your cheek with the right back of your hand so that you find this orbit to stroke, yeah, the right cheek, and your head can roll. So it's like a little landing, you know, lunar landing of the stone on your cheek. And it can be doesn't need to be an exact circle. It can be kind of an ellipsoid type of movement of the stone in different directions. Maybe have it go in a diagonal. So you're stroking in a diagonal way down the face or along the side of your nose. Yeah. And maybe turn your head a little bit so it's tricky to do the right side, but you can find a way so the stone, the back of your hand comes. Yeah, and we'll do the other. Let's switch hands for a minute. So the left hand is holding the rock. And now turn your head to the left so that you can land on the right side of your face, making these circles. You'll just explore how to make these movements with your rock. You can even do a figure 8 kind of movement. Yeah. All kinds of ways to land on the face. All right, let's leave it. Please rest. And then let's roll your head now. So that was a very different experience than what we did before, but it gives you a perspective of where your head is. And then as you roll your head down, to feel the back of your head. So this really can help your head position and your posture. All right, let's bend your knees one more time. Take the rock, hold your wrist. And now let's make some circles around your face, not on your face, but around your face. And see if you can touch down with the rock somewhere behind your head, but don't strain that. And if it's hard to do, then just touch the top of your head with the rock with the back of your hand. Yeah. Back of the hand is stroking maybe above your head, landing so that you brush the top of your head. Keep breathing. Yeah, and then let's switch so that the left hand's holding the rock, and make some circles first around your head first in the air, and then slowly coming down so the rock comes toward the top of your head, a little bit over your head to touch the floor if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable with your arms, don't push it, just land somewhere on the top of your head. And then gradually you can play with the orbit. Yeah, play with the orbit. And then, yeah, you can look with your eyes. And then let's just make a little figure 8 toward the ceiling a little bit, just to feel your back now and the shoulders. And let's rest. Feel the contact now with the ground. Roll your head a little bit. Can you feel now your head connecting with the ground, but also with your chest, with your legs, with your arms? And then slowly we're going to roll to your side and we're going to come up and see how that is to come up now. You can come up to standing, or you can come up and sit in your chair, but just check out now. If you want to put one flat hand on your head, see how that feels now, how your head is in space. And can you feel either your sitting bone or your feet underneath you? Walk around a little bit, and then that will be our little awareness practice, working with your mini moon, working with a rock to relax the face, but also to clarify where your head is in space, so it's in a real neutral place. All right, so let me know how that is for you, and that will be our lesson. Thank you so much for joining me here, and if you like this, please subscribe or leave me a comment. I appreciate your feedback, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.